friends, welcome back to our LaTeX class. In this episode, we will discuss about table of contents, index and glossary. One of the standout features in LaTeX is the ability to generate a LaTeX table of contents easily. A table of contents is an essential inclusion in many documents as it provides readers with an overview of the content. This helps them navigate to the information they are seeking quickly. Generating a table of contents can be done with a few simple commands using LaTeX. LaTeX will use the section headings to create the table of contents, and there are commands to create list of figures and list of tables as well. In other words, table of contents is a special list which contains the section numbers and corresponding headings as given in the standard form of sectioning commands together with the page numbers on which they begin. These are some of the examples for table of contents in textbook. So it basically helps one to navigate to the information they are seeking quickly. Similar lists exist containing reference information such as list of tables and list of figures. We can generate table of contents using /table of contents command. It produces table of contents, and for list of figures we use /list of figures command, and the other list is list of tables, which can be produced using the /list of tables command in LaTeX. Now let us explore the facility with the help of an example. Here we have a document and it is of article type. As we have seen in the previous examples, title, author, date, everything is there. Coming to our point of interest, that is table of contents. Before that, let us see the output first. Here you can see a title, section and chapters, name of the author. After that, contents is printed. Under that you can see one introduction and page number. Then there is an entry without a number, additional entry. Page number is specified at the right part of the document, and you can see 2, 3, etc. So if you go through the content part of the document, you can see that one is introduction, then there is an unnumbered section is there. See, this is not listed in the contents section, second section, and followed by third section. All these are listed under the heading contents. Now let us see how it is generated. Immediately after begin document command, we put the make title command. Because of that, the title is generated. After that, /table of contents is issued. /table of contents. And because of this, every section commands are included within the contents part. So this happens because of this table of contents command. Section introduction is there. Within the section command, introduction is added. After that, you can see a starred section, section star, unnumbered section is there. It is printed in the output, but that is not added as part of the contents. The meaning is that if you put a star in the section command, there will not be any numbering for that section. At the same time, unnumbered sections will not be included in the contents command. Okay, likewise, second section is there, that is included as part of the contents, and the third section is there, that is also in the contents list. And there is one more command, add contents line. See, this is a command, add contents line, TOC section additional entry. What is that? Here, add contents line will include an additional entry to the table of contents. See, because of this command, additional entry title is included in the list of contents, table of contents, additional entry. That is not numbered because we have added that as a separate entry. So this is the basic of table of contents. The default title for the table of contents is contents. It can be changed using a renew command. See this example, renew command */contents name. I renamed the default name contents to summary. Everything else is same here in this example. So while printing the PDF, instead of contents, it will display summary. Here also you can see an unnumbered section. One more point about the star command. If you use a star in the section command, that will not be numbered entry. The star form sectioning commands are not entered automatically in the table of contents. So the main intention of star command is to avoid numbering, and if you want to add this particular unnumbered section in the table of contents, there we can use add contents line. I hope you understand that. Table of contents command produces a table of contents. Likewise, list of figures and list of tables produces a list of figures and list of tables respectively. These lists are printed at the point where these commands are issued. What happens when you issue all these commands? As we have seen in the previous episode regarding the bibliography, the compilation of bib file generate additional file. Like here also, if you are compiling the text file that consists of table of contents command, it will generate a toc file. See here in our example, our file name is 23 underscore toc. So after the compilation, it generates 23 underscore toc. And this is the structure of a toc file. Here you can see the number line, introduction, etc. Different section name and the corresponding page numbers are mapped in this file, and at the time of final compilation, the PDF file extract details from this particular file. Let us see another example. Here the document class is book, and we have title over here, sections and chapters. Since it is a book, the title is printed in a separate page, sections and chapters. Then coming to table of contents part, a table of contents is issued, and here we have a chapter section. Since this is a book type document, we can have chapter command, and the chapter is there. Then after that, different sections are there. Let us see the output first. The second page is a blank page. This is the contents page. Here the chapter names are included in the content section. First chapter, basics of documentation, in the 5th page. Basics of documentation is in the 5th page. Second chapter, history of typesetting, is in the 7th page. So these sections are part of the first chapter, and it is included in the contents page accordingly. Here we have an unnumbered section that is not included in the contents part. And coming to the second chapter, history of typesetting, that is also here. Section, first section, second section, etc. Everything is included in the contents page. So here, since we are using a book, it is printed in a separate page. Let us go to the chapters, each chapter. The fourth chapter, the fourth page is also a blank page, and this is the first chapter. Here you can see introduction, unnumbered section. You can see unnumbered section here, that is not numbered. Also, this is not included in the content section. And here is second chapter. This is another example. There is no much difference from the previous source code. Let me show you the contents page. Here you can see contents title, then a forward. It is a general practice to include forward in the textbooks. How do we achieve this? You can put a star in the chapter command. That will be an unnumbered title like this, forward. This is not a numbered section, but since here you have a star, this will not be included in the contents part, but here you can see the forward is printed. How? For that we use add contents line command over here. So because of this particular line, here the forward is added in the contents part. Now we will look into another similar kind of useful option in LaTeX, index. In some big documents, for example books, it is customary to make an alphabetic list containing the main terms. With LaTeX and the support programs, I make index. An index can be generated quite easily. Where do we use index? To find a topic of interest in a large document, book, or reference work, we usually turn to the table of contents or more often to the index. So, an index is a very important part of a document, and most users' entry point to the source of information is precisely through a pointer in the index. The most generally used index preparation program is MakeIndex in LaTeX. These are the procedures for including the index. First of all, we need to include /index command wherever you want an index entry. Each index command causes LaTeX to write an entry in the .idx file. As we have seen in the bibliography table of contents, here also a separate file is created while adding the index command. This .idx will be generated only if we given make index command in the preamble, otherwise it will produce nothing. So in the second step, include make idx package and use /make index in the preamble. So this is the second step. After that, put /print index command where the index is to appear, normally before the end document. The LaTeX file, then a raw index.idx will be generated. A document that consists of index file take 2-3 run to make it effect, as we have seen in the bibliography and the table of contents. First of all, in the first compilation, it will identify the places where the index is to be added. Then it will make additions in the .idx file, etc. We are not going into the compilation details, as we have seen similar kind of compilation strategy in the previous episodes. If you see the index, different levels of indexing is possible, up to 3 levels of index entries. Main, sub, and sub entries are main, sub, and sub entries are available with LaTeX make index command. To produce such entries, the argument of the /index command should contain both the main and sub entries separated by an exclamation character. Now let us go through an example. Here you have a document, introduction, second section, third section, everything is there. Coming to the source document, you can see I am including package make index using the command /use package. After that, a make index command is issued. Coming to the content part, here I am describing about my topic, and while go through the contents, you can see the index in a manuscript helps the reader to find. Here the term index is added as index. Wherever I use the term index, it is added as a index term using the command /index. And coming to this portion, here I am using the word keyword as index. So this will be added to the index file .idx file, and here it is generate /index generate. Again you can see others, the term others is added. As this is an example, I am simply adding 2-3 words into the index entry. Here section is the word that added to index. At the bottom part of the document, /printindex command is issued. Because of this command, index is printed at the bottom or as the last page. Here in the second page, the index entries are listed. Here you can see generate, 1, which means the term generate is appeared in the first page. Since we have only one page, all entries are in the first page. See this index. Since I use the capital letter I over here, it is considered as a separate entry, and here it is small letter entry. Coming to this particular entry, see key terms, meta, and connected are intended in a different style. Why is it so? That is because we can add index in different levels. See the corresponding code here. Here within the index command, I have used key terms, meta, and connected, separated by exclamation mark. So this is the first entry, and this is sub entry, and this connected, the word connected is sub entry. So it is appeared as it is. Like this, we can add n number of indexes in a document. While compiling a text file with index entry, an index file is created /ind, a file with /ind extension is created. See this idx. If you open this .ind file, you can see a file structure like this. The text file, after two compilation, extract data from these different accessory files. Next topic is glossary. When writing a document that contains some field-specific concepts, it might be convenient to add a glossary. A glossary is a list of terms in a particular domain of knowledge with the definitions of those terms. To create a glossary, the package glossaries have to be imported. This is accomplished by the line /use package glossaries. Now let us see an example. This is an article document. Here I am using the glossaries package. Then make glossaries command is issued in the preamble section. Different glossary entries are made using the /new glossary entry command. Here I am adding the LaTeX as an entry. Then description of LaTeX is given using the description tag glsy. Generally, glossaries can be a definition or an acronym or a symbol. This is an acronym category S2E, which means S2E is the key, and this is the abbreviation S2E, which means start to end. B2E, beginner to expert. Now coming to our document, we can see how to add a glossary index. That is the title of the document, and make likely everything is there. This GLX LaTeX tutorial is very important, and we will talk about the use of glossary. Wherever the word appears, I am adding that to glossary. Now let us see the output. In the here glossary is the key, and the description of that is given here. Acronym and terms which are generally unknown or new column readers. Then LaTeX, that is another key added in the glossary. See this LaTeX, because of this it appears. And another category of glossary, that is acronyms. Acronym B2E, beginner to expert. See, beginner to expert. S2E, start to end. That is also printed over here. Here also an additional file is generated, that is .glo file. It can be used to establish a glossary. Dear friends, in this episode we have discussed so many things: how to create table of contents, then index, and finally we also mentioned about the glossary also. I request you to explore further commands and options. Try to create a document by yourself. Then only you will be well versed in LaTeX. Okay, by that we are concluding today's class. Thank you.